off, I'd like to congratulate Pete, Tim, Sean for their efforts in the Buckeyes. That's a pretty good Buckeye team, and I wish we would have found a way to put that small ball into the big square. I think when you look at it, our unforced errors killed us tonight, put us in a hole. The thing that I'm going to take away from this is that how many times we were down, we kept clawing back, and we tie it back up, and then either Ohio State would make a very nice play, or we'd hit a ball out of bounds, and all of a sudden we'd be down by 1 or 2 points again. The trademark of this team all year long has been their willingness to go as hard as they can for as long as they could, and that was no exception tonight. Don't mistake sloppy play with lack of effort. This team tonight worked their butts off, and it just didn't happen for us tonight. So it's congrats to our Big Ten brethren, and we wish them well in the finals.
Can you just talk about the crowd tonight? How did that propel you?
It was amazing. They were a big help for us. It was a shame that we didn't play clean. We had a bunch of errors and we couldn't get the crowd more involved. But it was great having a packed house.
Coach, Ohio State came out in the first set, lights out, and then you guys, like you said, clawed back every set after that. What in particular do you think gave them the edge? What made the difference for them?
I thought we knew going in that they put their blockers in good places. They did it the last 2 times we played them. We knew that defensively they're awfully good. I think they're one of the more underrated defensive teams in the country. And, I think there was a little bit of, we talked in the huddle, don't let our frustrations overcome us, because this is going to be a long match. And I really think you saw a desperation from a group of fifth-year seniors on the other side of the net that served them well tonight.
Edgar, go ahead.
Without hitting particularly well, what kind of things did you guys do to stay in the match and make it as competitive as it was?
I really think it goes back to just how hard we played. I thought these guys were pretty good at forgetting the last play, the last contact, and moving on throughout the match. I think our crowd was a factor. I'd like to thank them because I don't think they ever really let us get down. They were behind us the entire match. It was one of the best Penn State home crowds that we've had in a long, long time, and probably as disappointed as I am for these guys, I'm disappointed for our crowd because they deserve better than that tonight. But I think those were things. I think our serving managed to keep pushing them off the net, and it just seemed like we had stretches where we put together some awfully good defensive volleyball and were able to turn points, but we couldn't sustain it at a high enough level for a long enough time.
By the same token, talk about how important it was for the depth of your bench to come through. Ian goes in there, Scotty goes in there, Jace goes in there.
Yeah, that's the way it's been all year long. And you start naming those names, and there's a freshman and 2 sophomores there. Scotty counts as a freshman or sophomore, but it bodes well for the future, and I think that's part of our success at these things. And the older guys have been here, and they can pass along to the underclassmen what it takes to achieve at this level. And the freshmen and sophomores are still freshmen and sophomores, but I really like the depth that we've developed this year with them.
Gardo, Joe had a pretty good game as far as number of kills, but no one else really had big numbers. Is there any reason why really couldn't get a lot of production from anyone else?
Ohio State was playing good defense, good blocking, and we couldn't put the ball away. There's nothing in particular. All the hitters try hard. Tom, Scotty, Ian, Ryan, and Jace tried their hardest, put the ball away. But tonight it wasn't our night.
Joe, how big was Ohio State's block tonight?
They were just solid, and I was not swinging as high as I should have been. Obviously got me a couple times there. I think it was more solid than most of the blocks I've seen in the past couple of weeks. So just kind of wasn't really used to it. They blocked well.